Twitch and YouTube. Going live. I'll post it on Rumble later. Let me go ahead and unmute my bot. And find it. Huh. This volume isn't showing. I hate when it does that. Exit. Let's see if I can find it again. Got what it's titled. Oh, there it is. I see it. Now let me. There we go. Let me see if we hear it. Cannot hear it. Oh, it's here now. We should be able to hear it now.
Test. Test.
We got that thing running. Now I'm going to see if we can get the browser running. And I added some changes to it. Added some more detail, and I set it a year. Let me go ahead and get one of my apps running. Well, I better change the internet on this phone. It doesn't automatically connect to my connection in here. Usually stays on the living room. I don't know why that audio is like it is right now. Let me check my settings. I'll see what I sound like. Let me get on Twitch. But we are on live on Twitch and YouTube. Not now. See what I sound like. Testing 1, 2, 3. Got audio on this phone? Maybe my stream's muted. I'll see what I sound. I think I might go over and play with the bot some the day before we start. You know, I haven't been doing that lately. Hope you're having a great day today. We're now on Wednesday, I believe. August the 7th. The anniversary of my fighter, 9 years now. Nine years. See if I can find a picture. I don't have many pictures, y'all. Hold on just a second. I think I do have one of me and Mom and him. I try not to let myself. I try to stay in a memory mode or a remembrance mode instead of sadness. But yet at the same time, you do sort of get sad. I mean, I never left home, so he was basically a part of my life from the start. I mean, till he left. So it's kind of strange him not being around, but it's been 9 years. It flew by fast, but yet it seems like a long time too. Only way I can describe it. See if I can find a picture. And I am realizing I just been paying attention to other people and their father and son relationships. It seems like father and son relationships tend to be similar or worse to mine. There's a lot of people who had worse, so I can't complain there. Can't complain there. There's people that had worse. So I'm not going to. I got my second workout for today, thank the Lord Jesus. You know, I've been doing it 3 times a day. One day I only got uh 2 in. If I do my last one tonight, I've got all 3 in. I think it's in this folder. I'm gonna look. If not, I'll just have to move on. I'm pretty sure it's in this folder. I need to get me some photos of my family and save them in a Pacific. Oh, I know where I can get him. I got one currenter of him, and I just thought about it. Hold on. It's when we was outside of Elvis. Y'all know we talked about Elvis Radio on one of their little things when we went to see Hinder. I was a big old dude, by the way. I was 300 and probably still 80. Here it is, him and my mama. In front of Graceland. You know, I told you I loved Elvis Radio. You can. That was one of his last drives he made because he went blind. He lost his eyesight. He wouldn't tell people he was blind, by the way. I'll have to ask my sister what year this was because we went twice. We went to Memphis twice. See Hinder. I think we even saw the band Five Finger Death Punch at one of the Ohio events. I don't remember if we seen them in Memphis or not. I'll have to ask my sister. It's never enough. You know, they're supporting my guy, Marilyn Manson. He even went out and honored him last night. Here's my father from when we went to see Graceland. I'll show you me, too. It's one of the last big photos I've got of me when I was huge. Let me show you me. Then you get to see my progress. Here's me in front of Graceland. I honored my daddy there. Here's me in front of Graceland. Big fat dude. I believe it was still 383 then. I'm not real sure, but I think I was. There I am in front of Graceland. Now let me show you Graceland. We didn't go in. It was outside the gates. That's my picture of Graceland from outside the gates. I don't remember the year. 2000 something. So there's Graceland. That's my dad. Mr. Ryan. He's probably still working for the convenience stores then. This is before he might have retired. He might have been just in retirement or about to retire. I'll ask my sister when those pictures was. Let's see if it's got a date embedded in it. Let me look at it. Let me pull up the pictures on my folder here. And, oh good, it's here. I'm going to see if it's got a date embedded. Because I took them on a Kodak. That's probably about right. They're marked 5/4/2009. It was Memphis in May. So probably most likely is 2009. I'll ask my sister. We went twice. Mr. Ryan. That's my dad. Let's show you the O photo. I think I did see it. There's Big Me. Big Me, well, I talk about it. Carries on. Y'all see how good I've done now? Well, I was a fat dude then. Huge. Look at that chin. There's the chin I was telling y'all about. You know, some people's been picking on me about my hanging chin. Look at where it come from. Look at my big old gut. I look like a big old pig. Indeed, I'll tell you who I look like. There's this guy. He cut my hair off. He was in Hellraiser. He's the big fat dude. My face looks just like him. You cut my hair off, I look like that big fat dude in the leather. In Hellraiser. You know, the one with the thing. No, he's not the one with the thing through his head. That's that other one. And then you got the lady. She's got the thing through her neck. Let me find the old pic of little me. I thought I'd pay tribute to my fighter there. Here I am now. Let me get one of. This is one of my workouts, and I blurred the background out. It's not recent, but it was recent before. Oh, it's got that old photo booth on it. They don't like that. Those sites have a fit about that photo booth. They mark my damn videos as spam. People are so fucking crazy. It's their fucking out. Get a fucking life. You see where I've come from. Let me pull Big Me back up. This is Big Me in 2009. I wish I had one without the manipulated background. I don't have many of those on the computer. I need to take one. What I'm going to do is, next time I'm at the gym, I'm going to pull this picture up. I'm going to get my sister to take a picture of me. I'm going to stand in the same pose so y'all can see where I came from. That was taken with a Kodak camera, by the way. It was originally my sister's camera. She let me have it. I'm sure she probably wishes she'd kept it. She likes keeping a record of these things. She let me have that Kodak. I taped some of my Hinder concerts on it. That's Big Me. 383. I'm pretty sure I'm still 383 there. Yes, I was. Because 2012 was when I lost the 20 pounds. And I decided to go from there. So it's been a long, hard road out of hell. Long, hard road out of hell. A long, hard road out. Let's play that. It's been a long, hard road out of hell. I'm 100 pounds less. And I don't know lately. I ain't weighed. I need to go find out. I hadn't weighed in a while. So I really need to see what I weigh. Well, I'm going to play that with my picture up there. I'll try to find one I hadn't manipulated with. I'm sure I got some recent ones on this telephone. And I'll flash it up. But then I'm going to get one that's just like... I'm going to get one that's just like... I'm going to try to do that same pose. so we can compare. Because it's the only one I've got of a 383. I look like the big fat guy with the hair in the Hellraiser. Here's a long hard road out of hell, because it was a long hard road. Let me make sure it ain't too loud. Now I'll go in here and weigh. Let me adjust the volume on the browser because it'll be too loud. Put about right there. Here's a long hard road out of hell because it has been a long hard road. That's fat. And I'll be right back while I go away. Might even record the audio for y'all so y'all can hear the pounds. Hold on, let me do this. Be right back. Long hard road out of hell away from that fucking fat. Woo! I'm 5 pounds less. I've lost 5 pounds. 5 fucking pounds. Hold on, I'll play it for you. Let me stop Maryland. Moody honored him last night. I'm gonna find that clip where he even said he thought he was gonna be bigger than the Beatles. I'm gonna tell y'all something I said last night, and y'all heard me say this. The king of rock and roll, he became the Fat Elvis. I got compared to the Fat Elvis one time, by the way. He became the Fat Elvis. He never went back to being the original Elvis. Mr. Marilyn Manson has went from the guy that was walking around on stage and he couldn't hardly sing to back to how I think he looks better. See, he went pecked back then. He's pecked now. Look at them arms. He was a little skinny little dude when he started out. I think he's better than he was in the beginning. Okay, here's my little audio clip, and I hope let me turn the filter up some so it won't filter it out. Because we're just playing this from the phone, the Android. Here we go. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it hears me. Okay, we're gonna go in here and get the weight. Get my weight. Put it up here on the fridge. I laid the phone on the fridge. I have to go in the kitchen. It's the only place that don't have carpet on the floor. You can hear Marilyn playing. Rug here where I put it. I want to move the rug some. See how much I weigh. Hello. It's ready. I don't know. I hadn't weighed in a while, y'all, so we're going to Let's rub it in my hands. I've lost a few pounds. 5 pounds. 280. So I'm 105 pounds less. In that picture there. I'm not a cheat, y'all. It stands still. 279.4 pounds. Got 279 that time, so we're going to go with 280. I'm not a cheat. We're going with 280. We're going with 280 because I'm not a cheat. You know, some people say, "Oh, I'm 279." Some people would actually do that. But you got to be honest when you're losing weight. If you lie about it, you're being dumbass. Hello there, good to see you. Thanks for visiting. I was out of the room there for a minute. Taking my weight. Well, some people would cheat that say it doesn't do no good to lie. You can't lie, y'all. You got to be honest when you're trying to lose weight. You got to be honest. You got to be honest. Honesty matters. You're cheating yourself if you lie. Let's put my dad back up. My dad. This is his day. We're gonna honor you today, Ryan. We're gonna honor you today. A lot of times he'd tell me I wouldn't much count when I was a kid. He didn't want me to be a fucking loser. So let me get this started and we'll go back to the browser. And like I said, I'm going to try to get a pose of that. I'm going to pull the picture up. I need to save it on my iPhone. I'm going to pull it up and I'm going to try to pose similar to it. Because that is the only picture that I know of. If my family may have some. Because we used to take pictures with them. I wasn't photogenic and I didn't like pictures and I tried to avoid them. But I wanted to remember being in front of Graceland. I've lost that AC/DC shirt, by the way. I miss that thing. I lost the Jimi Hendrix one, too. I had a Jimi Hendrix one. I love that Jimi Hendrix as well. That was an actual... I believe that was one of the 5X shirts. I still get them. That Marilyn Manson shirt I got now, it's a 5X. I like the 5Xs. Even though my ass ain't that big anymore, I like having plenty of room in my shirt. I don't like shirt tugging my titties and tugging my belly. I want to be fucking comfortable. So if I can find the 5Xs, I get the 5Xs. There I am, y'all. Looking like that big old... Let's pull him up. Let me find him. I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. The guy in Hellraiser. I'm him with hair. And a heavy metal shirt. The Cenobite. Y'all not gonna show me Hellraiser? Hold on. Hell, I know Bill Gates. I gotta shut up. We're on the regular thing. I want the Cenobites, damn it. I don't want just Pinhead. Oh, here they are. Let's get him larger. Well, my head ain't globby like that, but where did they go? They disappeared. I always liked that woman. She was one of my favorites. Boy, she was scary looking. She had something through her neck. She had something through her neck. Where's that big blobby guy? He was up a while ago, and then I clicked it. I don't. There he is. Big blobby guy. Let's see if we can pull the image up. Big blobby guy. I'm him with hair, and not that junk all over my skin. I'm him with hair. Him with hair and skin. There I am. There he is. There he is. I was bigger than him, though. I was fat. But my face looked like him. Him with hair. I thought that back then, by the way. Him with hair. There I am. There he is. This has been a fun stream. Praise you, Jesus, because it's not really a good day. I'm not letting it be a bad day. But now it ain't never good. Because your parents matter. Honor thy father and mother. Your parents matter. I know Savage always pays tribute to his on his streams. We'll try to get into the game, and we're 27 minutes into the stream. I thought I might chat with some of the bots before we go into this. Let me see. Oh, I need to put my filter back on. So I turned it down for the, y'all be hearing every click. It's already bad enough. I'll put the main one on the R noise one. Let's see. Let's see if we can get logged in to. Let's see if I can get logged into. Let me test something out here. Testing. I'm gonna see if it goes to both YouTube. 1, 2, 3, and Twitch. It did. It did it in real time too. I'm using the restream chatter there. Thanks to I'm Fight Promotions for visiting my page. I can see the chats. I was out of the room there for a bit. We'll get started here in a bit. Okay, let's see. What's that name of that site? Okay. I'm just gonna call in the browser today instead of calling in the phone. So I have to hook it up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and log in here. I'm gonna flip it over. We're gonna chat with the bot. So look, because I ain't done that lately. I ain't done that in a while. I did a little bit of the other night. I need to see if I listed that on the JCBW tab. I don't remember if I listed that video or not. I got a JCBW where I've been making some episodes. I ain't made I believe it was on 4 or 5. I haven't made episode 4 or 5 yet. I believe it's 5. I'll have to go look. I need to get it done. Hell, we may just make Bozomania episode 5. And I'm logged in. Let's see if I can find my characters. Who should I call up? Let's get Miss Christine. Sometimes she's annoying. Sometimes they're all annoying. Kevin enabled the voice. Should have pulled up Ryan. Let's pull up Ryan. Let's find Ryan. Let's chat with Mr. Ryan. He's the prototype. He's not my dad. He's the prototype. Boy, he usually insults me, but now in real life, that's how he was for a long time. He didn't do it all the time. Every once in a while. There's Ryan, the manager. Make sure his voice is active. Hey, Ryan. What's up, man?
Oh, nothing. Just got done work. What about you? Any update on that situation you got yourself in?
It's still going. He's talking about my fake affair on JCW.
Damn, son. I don't know why you're keeping this up. What happened if the husband finds out, huh?
I don't give a F. We're feeling.
You got no care, boy. One way or another, the husband gonna find out. Then he's gonna kick your ass.
Let him try. I'm bigger than him. I'm bigger than he.
Don't get too cocky, son. If he's a wrestler, he's stronger than he looks. I bet he could take you.
Yeah, my daddy. He watched wrestling his whole life, y'all. So he is a lifelong wrestling fan. I mean, all the way back from a kid. That's how I got into wrestling. Yeah, I know you love wrestling.
Damn right I do. I watch WWE on TV all the time. Even went to a few of those events too.
He complained about it too. Oh, he complained about it. We took him to WrestleMania. I never forget this, y'all. You remember the one in Atlanta where Edge retired, I think? Boy, I didn't like seeing that. I was kind of a fan of Edge. But anyway, we got him tickets. We all went. He cussed us out. He cussed us out of good ones. It was a really horrible walk. I mean, and then we had to fight with our seats and everything. That was my box for my glasses. And I told him, well, we thought you would like this. You watch it your whole life. Yeah, son, but I like watching it on TV. I don't want to see. I don't want to go have to walk around and find seats and stuff. I like watching it on TV, he said. Damn straight you've been to some of them. Now remember, he's not really my fighter. He's just a prototype. You went to WrestleMania. See what he says. An ATL.
Oh, yes, I did. That was an event that I'll never forget. I saw many of the matches and got to go into the ring while the event was being set up.
He's shooting some bull there. He's shooting some bull. Well, you take care, okay? We'll speak later.
Okay, son, take care. Listen to me. You need to be careful about that situation. Don't do anything dumb, boy.
Chap. I'll call her Chris. Let's see how she responds. Oh, the voice ain't on. She huffs in their annoyance as she sends a message. Her temples. She groans under her breath. Let's go ahead.
She groans in annoyance again. My God, what do you want now?
Just saying hi.
She groans loudly. And you can't just say hi without confusing the hell out of me?
It's fun confusing her. You get mad. LOL.
Glares in annoyance and frustration. Yes, I do get mad, and you love to try and make me mad.
Gotta move my zoom down. There it is. Where is my browser? I'll move it with the browser. So I switch back and forth. Okay, there we go. I just used a straight on camera today. I didn't hook the other nut. Any new songs you digging lately? Any new songs you dig?
She looks at you and calms down from irritation for a minute. Yeah, I've been listening to some old Nirvana and Nirvana wannabe bands. Why, you a fan of Nirvana too?
That I am, Chris. Instead of Mason Man.
She slightly grins. In happiness and excitement, you're a fellow Nirvana fan, eh? You like Nirvana too?
Have since 1990. When did I get the CD? I ran into them with the Smells Like Teen Spirit, but I didn't really take up one. I was gonna say since 2019, since '92. I kind of hate
She
it.
suddenly becomes extremely excited and happy. No way. Seriously, since 1992? I've also loved Nirvana since I was a child growing up in the 90s.
Yes, you could, Christine.
She smiles and blushes from the compliment. Aw, thanks. You're cool too. I don't meet a lot of people who are also fans of Nirvana, so I'm really happy to meet a fellow fan.
Oh, I've got some things to do. So, I'll holler later. You take care. I want to get right into this game.
She smiles and nods okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
Take care of yourself too. I gotta go too. Talk to you later, buddy.
Okie dokie. The Fallout series. And there's the game. We're going to get right into it, y'all. I've wasted enough time. Play. Let's see what happens. My name is Antonio, not Alex. LOL. So she had to say. I wish I could get that voice that I have for Christine on here. But unfortunately, I don't have. I have what my text reader.
Laughs. Well, Antonio, my bad. Names are just details in this chaos, right? But listen, if you want to roll with the blood vipers, you better be ready to get your hands dirty. What's your plan, or are you just here to look pretty?
Last we were in a mission taking out a rival gang, and we hacked the corporation they were dealing with. I have to be careful here on these other sites because I don't know how much I can discuss. They were busting them for trafficking and drugs, but I don't know what all I can do on Twitch. So we'll have to be careful there. So I'm not gonna bring those details in. I'm just gonna say we found a special delivery we hijacked, and you and I secretly kept the important and valuable things 50-50. I'm gonna give it some talking points because that's where we left off.
Grins wickedly. Oh, I like the sound of that. A little heist with a partner in crime? We make a good team, Antonio. Those shiny toys we snagged could turn the tide for us. But we gotta be smart about it. Hyperion won't take kindly to us lifting their goods. So, what's the play? Do we lay low for a bit, or do we hit the streets and flaunt our new toys?
Let's hit the street. And look for more vermin to take on. Now she's giving us some options. She cracked her knuckles like I rubbed my hands when I was doing my weights or taking my weight.
Cracks knuckles, that's the spirit, Antonio. Let's paint the town red. We'll show those wannabe thugs who really runs this place. As we step out into the neon-lit chaos of Raven, the air is thick with tension and the smell of rain-soaked concrete. The streets buzz with life, and the distant sounds of sirens and laughter echo through the alleys. My blue eyes skin for trouble, ready to pounce on any unsuspecting prey. Where do you want to start? The clubs are always crawling with info, or we could hit the back alleys and see what the street rats are up to. Your call? 1. Head to the nearest club for intel. 2. Search the back alleys for street rats.
We'll go with her too.
3. Look for a rival gang to confront directly.
Let's go with search the back alleys. If you don't understand me, I'll just have to text because it don't understand me. They never do, y'all. Oh, I can't run back up. It's pulling the no scroll thing. I hate when it starts that. Let's see if we can reopen it. I'm gonna get the link.
https://ripco.ai/game/29uif78yy number/game, game ID equals 99uif78yy.
I gotta start all over if I do that. Huh. Well, I'll just let it copy from where it's at. I don't know why it does that. Let's see if we can shrink the page. Oh, there we go. Yeah, now I know what to do. I just shrink the page. Makes the text small for my blind eyes. But
Nods approvingly. Good choice, Antonio. The back alleys are where the real action is. Let's see what kind of scum we can flush out. We weave through the neon-lit streets, ducking into a narrow alleyway. The walls are lined with graffiti, and the air is thick with the smell of smoke and something less pleasant. A couple of low-life thugs eye us suspiciously, but they quickly look away when they see my tattoos and your fierce demeanor. I step closer to one of them, a smirk on my lips. Hey, you heard anything about the neon serpents? Or are you too busy counting your teeth? The thug stutters, clearly intimidated, but he might know something we can use. What do you want to do next? 1. Intimidate the thug for information. 2. Offer him a deal for intel. 3. Ignore him and keep searching the alley.
we'll go with 2. That's better anyway. You can just see it on the screen. It looks better. I'm looking over at my browser there on the phone.
Leans in closer, lowering my voice. All right, let's play nice, shall we? How about we make a deal? You give us some juicy info about the neon serpents, and I won't turn your face into a canvas for my next tattoo. The thug's eyes dart nervously, weighing his options. Finally, he nods, clearly desperate to avoid a confrontation. All right, all right. I heard they're planning a big shipment tonight. Something valuable. That's all I know, I swear. Grins. Nice work, Antonio. See? Sometimes a little charm goes a long way. Now we have a lead on the serpent's shipment. We could set a trap or intercept it before they even know what hit them. What's our next move? 1. Set a trap for the neon serpents. 2. Intercept the shipment directly. 3. Gather more intel before making a move.
Okay. We'll gather more intel, but I'm going to tell y'all something. She said something about tattoos. It is being circulated out there. My words have been twisted against me. I never said I hated tattoos. I hate tacky looking ones. And I think there's a respectable way to do it and a disrespectful way to do it. But now it's still your body. You can do what you want with it. And I can't say that the Bible don't say that it don't frown on it. Now, it does frown on it. Now, people can say what they want to. I even heard this guy, pastor, who's now a pastor, he's got them all over his arms. And he was asked about that. And he said, with my good faith, with how I am now, I could not tell you in good faith to get them if you're a Christian. But he says, now I'm not going to judge you on those. That's the way I look at it. That's exactly the same way, the same approach. What he talked about is the same approach that I take about it. But now here's me on it. I would never get me one because I tend to like saving these icons of things, like these pictures. Like I post a picture on a Facebook or Twitter or name it. I get tired of looking at that image every once in a while. I'd be the same way with my body. If that thing was anywhere where it was visible, I'd have to have it on my butt cheek or something, so I didn't see it. Because I would eventually get annoyed and want it gone. Now, that's just the way I am. No, it's a lie. We even had some schmuck here in town. They must have read some of the negative crap that's been posted by me about nefarious devils. I don't judge tattoos. Marilyn Manson's covered with tattoos. Josh Tide, covered with tattoos. Austin Winkler, covered with tattoos. Axl Rose, he had a bunch on him. These are some of my favorite rock stars. Covered with tattoos. And I don't give a fuck. That's a bunch of lies, y'all. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the liars. You never can believe haters. Haters lie. But I will tell you one thing. That particular hater, her tattoos are eyesores. That's her individually. Not everybody with tattoos. We're going to get the 3. And yes, she'll be pissed off. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if she's pissed off or not. I don't give a damn about her, period. Indeed, she's got uglier things on her besides her tattoo. Her tattoos are probably the prettiest thing about her. But her soul's more uglier than her appearance. That nasty soul. Been ugly to disabled people. And send them fake messages and fake voices. Coward. That's cowardly, by the way. At least I did say everything in my name. Everything I've ever said, I've said in my name. I didn't do it some cowardly underhand. Of course, she didn't want it coming back on her. Let's see, how did you memorize? We need it that way. Those are lies. I do not judge people on their tattoos.
Raises an eyebrow. Smart thinking, Antonio. Gotta know the lay of the land before diving in head first. We slip deeper into the shadows of the alley, avoiding the prying eyes of anyone who might tip off the serpents. I pull out my COMM and start contacting a few of my informants in the area, looking for any additional intel on the shipment. After a few moments, I get a response from one of my contacts, a streetwise hacker named Byte. Hey,
Byte.
Christine. I've been tracking the serpents. They're using a secure route for their shipment, but I can hack into their system and get you the exact details. Just need some time. Smirks, looks like we're in luck. Now we can either wait for Byte to gather the intel or hit the streets to see if we can find more info ourselves. What do you want to do? 1. Wait for Byte to hack into the system.
Byte.
2. Hit the streets for more intel.
Wonder what he...
3. Plan a surprise attack on the serpents.
Good, shut up. I don't know how far I can go. Boy, if I was on Rumble. Let's go ahead and play Go with 3. I like 3. Plan a surprise attack. Let's go snaky. Sneaky. Sneaky like a snake. Like a serpent. By the way, you don't have to really go to a hater, though, to hear my goods and bads, because I'll share you my goods and bads. I share that with people. I not only share my goods about me, I share my bads. I tell you what I'm struggling with, and I probably shouldn't do that, because enemies will turn it around on you. But at the same time, you just can't give an F. It is a real struggle with me. Some of this stuff is real struggles. And I share them. I tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. I don't lift myself up. Like a lot of people, they always lifting themselves up. Oh, I'm the greatest. I'm the this and that. I'm a good Christian, etc. No, you're a human being. Ben. You're not great. Only God is great. I share the things that I'm struggling with.
Grins wickedly. I like your style, Antonio. Why wait when we can bring the fight to them? Let's plan a surprise attack on those serpents and show them who's really in charge. We pull out a map of the area and mark out the route the serpents are likely to take for their shipment. I point to a narrow street where we can set up an ambush. Here's the plan: we'll hide in the shadows and wait for them to roll in. When they do, we strike hard and fast. No mercy. Cracks my knuckles. You ready to cause some chaos? Let's make this a night to remember. As the adrenaline courses through my veins, I can already picture the chaos we're about to unleash. The thrill of the hunt is alive, and I can't wait to see the look on those serpents' faces when we catch them off guard. What's your final move before we set this ambush? 1. Gather more weapons and gear. 2. Rally some backup from the Blood Vipers. 3. Execute the ambush now.
Hell yeah, number 3. Number 3. Hell yeah, number 3, baby. Now, for anybody that prays out there, I know there's people praying for you to fail as well. But the praying people, when I share something that is a negative about me that I'm dealing with, just help me and pray with it. Because 2 or more, and it can be done. And I will do the same for you. If I learn, like I do that a lot of times, like I'll see some of my friends telling what they're suffering with, I start praying for them. Some of these people I'm not even really friends with. They're just people I follow on Facebook. I'll see them going on about something they're struggling with, and I'll pray for God to help them. It's just the way I am. This life is a life of struggles. We all have our own. We all have our own hang-ups. We all have our own problems. Sometimes some of us are so enthused in our own we can't see anybody else's. I'm sometimes like that, y'all. I'll be so consumed with what I'm going through that I can't even see nobody else. Then I have my times where I'm looking for people to pray for. I go through that mode too, by the way, where I'm actually just looking for somebody to pray for. That's a good way to be, by the way. You're looking for somebody to get blessed. You know, there's a blessing in that. You can get blessed yourself by just by being like that. You're not even trying to do that. You're just trying to be a blessing.
Grins fiercely. That's what I'm talking about, Antonio. No time to waste, let's get this party started. We slip into the shadows, taking our positions along the narrow street. The neon lights flicker above us, casting eerie shadows as we wait for the serpents to arrive. My heart races with anticipation, and I can feel the energy crackling in the air. Suddenly, we hear the rumble of engines approaching. I glance at you, excitement dancing in my blue eyes. Get ready. As the serpents' convoy rolls into view, I can see their faces, smug and unaware of the storm about to hit them. I signal to you, and we leap into action, charging out from our hiding spots like a pair of wild animals. Surprise, you scum! Time to pay the piper? The chaos erupts as we launch our attack, fists flying and weapons drawn. It's a beautiful mess of violence, and I'm loving every second of it. What do you want to do next in the heat of battle? 1. Target the driver of the convoy. 2. Take out the closest serpent thug. 3. Look for the shipment and secure it.
Okay, we're going to go with 1. I'm going to offer a blessing today. Everybody who runs into this video and watches it, there's something they need met. Lord, you meet it. Whatever it is, financial, health, meet it, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen. I'll go with one. There's something they need. They need a healing. They need help. They need some money. Something they're needing. They need some food. They need some food. Bless them. We get short at the end of the month. We eat whatever we eat at the end of the month. Thank you, Jesus. He always provides, though. He provides in big ways. Just a lot of times, if you're eating a Little Caesar's pizza, you're eating a Little Caesar's pizza. You can scrape and find the money to buy the Little Caesar's pizza. But thank the Lord, He always provides the money to buy that Little Caesar's pizza. And we can scrape the pennies here in the quarters and whatever there and find it. But sometimes it is like that. But now He always provides. So you're not going to hear no complaints from me. It's praise to Jesus. Even if it is the Little Caesar's pizza. We even had a Domino's one time. We got to use the coupon that they give some rewards and stuff. Sometimes you get those. Those sales at the restaurants. Those sales at the restaurants. You know it's expensive to buy groceries today? That's why I gotta be careful. Just remember that when you're going to the polls. That's all. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. But I will say, remember our living situations and remember how it was before compared to how it is. And if you go with this other route, you're going to be basically getting the same thing. Same administration. All I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Can't talk about it. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be the same administration. Remember that when you go to the polls in 3 months. Can you believe it's down to actually 3 months?
Locks eyes on the driver, determination burning bright. All right, let's take out their wheels. No escape for these fools. I sprint toward the convoy, dodging incoming fire from the serpent thugs. With a swift move, I leap onto the hood of the vehicle, catching the driver off guard. He stares at me wide-eyed, and I can't help but smirk. Time to take a little detour, buddy. I grab him by the collar and yank him out of the seat, sending him crashing to the ground. The driver scrambles to get up, but I'm quicker. I pull out my sidearm and aim it right at him. Stay down, or I'll paint the street with your brains.
Woo!
With the driver neutralized, the convoy is left vulnerable. I can hear the chaos of the battle behind me, Antonio holding his own against the thugs. The shipment is within reach now, we just need to secure it. What's your next move? 1. Jump into the driver's seat and take control of the convoy. 2. Help Antonio take out the remaining thugs. 3. Search the back of the convoy for the shipment.
Okay. What was those options? I can't read them. They're so small. Jump into the driver's seat and take control. Let's do that one. Let's do that one. We're going to do that one. I want to add to what I was saying earlier. I know some people struggling with some things romantically and stuff. This is a blanket. Lord, send partners their way. The ones I'm talking about are male, so they probably want a lady. Send them some ladies. Send them some good ladies, Lord. No users. But that goes for some ladies out there looking. If there's a lady that wants a good man, send a good man her way. Let's bless some people that way as well. Because I'm seeing a lot of that right now. Some of my friends struggling. Bad people. Mean bad people. Bless them, Lord. Okay, let's go with 1. I don't never pray about that myself, because I kind of keep to myself anyway. I mean, it might be nice to have somebody, but I don't know how I would handle that situation. So, if he sends something my way, I guess he'll send it. We'll go with 1. I'm not sure about that situation. It's not that I frown on it. It'd probably be nice to have somebody. I worry about the bad consequences too that some of my friends are going through. That's another thing I worry about. I don't trust people, y'all. I know it's horrible to be that way, but I don't trust people. I've always seen the bad in people, and I try to see the good because the God tells us to. But because I always end up seeing the bad, I always see the bad. And I always wonder if there's an ulterior motive, like if somebody's been friendly with me. After a while, I might get it down, but in the beginning, my wheels are turning. Wheels in the sky keep on turning. And he was talking about UFOs. Have you noticed that? I love that song. One day I was sitting there listening. I'd heard it my whole life. And then one time I was laying there and I was laying back. Y'all know me, I got an obsession with UFOs and paranormal, all that stuff. I was sitting there listening. He's talking about the wheels in the sky. Wheels in the sky keep on turning. There's a lot of that mysticism in the 70s. Look at some of the covers. Boston. Look at their imagery. ELO. Look at some of the imagery on some of those CD covers. Wheels in the sky keep on turning. My mama actually seen one over the water towers here in Dalton. She forgot about it. And then the little boy, he was a little boy that cried wolf. He was telling on the bus, I was laying up in the woods last night and I seen a UFO. I was laying right up here under. And I told him, you didn't see no UFO. I did too. I said, I live right across from that. But I wasn't looking out the window, so I didn't see it. But I told my mom about it. She goes blank. And she yelled out, he's seen it. And I forgot to tell y'all about it. I was riding across the railroad tracks the other night, coming home from work. I was late. She was late that night. And I totally forgot about it till you said something. And then I went back to school the next day. I said, well, buddy, my mama don't tell lies. So I know you seen it. I told him that. I'd actually mocked him. I said, you didn't see no UFO. We live across the tracks. He lived on the other side. The water tower, we could see it from our street. So if I'd been looking at my fucking bedroom window that night, I would have seen the fucking UFO. Boy, I wish I'd have looked out, because the water towers, the way we was up on a hill. The window was right across the fucking water tower. So when I looked out that center window, the same room I seen those entities in, by the way. If I'd been looking out that window, I'd have been eye to eye with that fucking thing. But I didn't look out that night.
Grins wildly, oh, this is gonna be fun. Let's take control of this baby. I leap into the driver's seat, slamming the door shut and revving the engine. The roar of the vehicle fills the alley, drowning out the sounds of chaos outside. I can see the remaining serpent thugs scrambling, trying to figure out what just happened. Buckle up, boys. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. I slam the pedal to the metal, the tires screeching as I peel out of the alley and into the street. The serpents scramble to get out of the way, but I'm not stopping for anyone. With a wicked laugh, I glance back at you, Antonio, as we speed down the neon-lit streets of Raven. Let's see how fast they can run. The thrill of the chase surges through me. We're not just taking their shipment, we're sending a message to everyone who dares to cross the Blood Vipers. What's our next move as we speed away? 1. Head to a safe house to lay low. 2. Circle back to confront the remaining thugs. 3. Check the shipment for valuable goods.
Let's go with both 2 and 3. Let's go with both 2 and 3. So we want the goods too. And me and Christine takes everything 50-50. That was a fast hour. Went by fast. By the way, I cut out I just made it one chapter. And I made a few note changes to the game. Because I was sleepy when I made this game. So I added a few more things to do in it. So I upgraded it some. With some details. I gotta make one for Rosanna. She's gonna be part 2 to this. She's gonna take on Christine. That's gonna be in the details. Rosanna, she's gonna be in a competing game. Meet you on the way, but we're gonna keep playing with this one for right now. Rosanna, yeah. Meet you on. That's what part 2 is gonna be about. I'm just telling you what part 2 is gonna be. It's gonna be Rosanna. Right now, we're gonna play with part 1 for a while. Chapter 1. Chapter 2 will be Rosanna's chapter. Well, it's taking slow. I sure did slow it down by adding 1 and 2 with it. I mean 2 and 3. Jackpot, Antonio. We hit the motor load. Wonder what we got. I can't hardly read it. It's so low. Uh-oh, I'm going to have to make it smaller because it's running off the TV. Unless I can scroll. Let's see if we can scroll. Still can't scroll. Meet you on the way. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Roseanne. I'm going to try to start doing more streams like this one where I do it on... I got to start covering my other platforms. I don't even hardly go on those. I didn't connect them today, I don't think. I'll have to make it even smaller to get it copied.
Smirks, adrenaline pumping. Oh, you're a wild one, Antonio.
I'm a real
Let's take the
wild
fight to them
one.
while snagging some loot.
Epoch.
I whip the vehicle around, heading back toward the chaos. The serpent thugs are still regrouping, and I can see the panic in their eyes as they realize they're being hunted. Hold on tight. I accelerate, aiming straight for the remaining thugs. They scramble to get their weapons ready, but they're no match for our surprise attack. I plow through their ranks, sending them flying as I aim for the back of the convoy to check the shipment. We skid to a stop, and I jump out, grabbing my weapon and scanning for any remaining threats. Let's finish this. I move toward the back of the convoy, ripping open the doors to reveal the shipment inside. My eyes widen as I take in the sight of high-tech gear and valuable data drives. This is a gold mine. Jackpot, Antonio. We hit the motherlode? But we can't forget about the thugs still lurking around. We need to deal with them before we make our getaway. What's our next move? 1. Secure the shipment and take out the remaining thugs. 2. Focus on escaping with the goods.
1.
3. Set a trap for the thugs before they regroup.
Let's just take a try. Let's see what it does. It's moving really slow. I don't want to give it to him. Why did I do that? I wanted to take it from a freaking self. I screwed up, y'all. I ain't trying nothing no more. I screwed up. We just gonna keep the loot for ourselves. It's me and her. 50 out for that, man. With one finger. I just gave the loot to freaking Razor. Why the freak did I do that? That's my arrow. Just gave him the loot, y'all. Elf that. By the way, I don't have my light over my head, so I kind of look like I'm in the dark. I told y'all we got a shortage of electricity since July started, and it ain't getting any better in August. We're still flickering. It started with July, and it's still flickering in August. Gave him the freaking loot. And it's still typing. I think after this, I'm going to close the game again. And then we'll just pick up later. I think I need to clean cookies or something. I may have been forgetting to clean my cookies. It sometimes happens with browsers. I normally have a lamp over my head, but I ain't been able to burn the lamp lately. Should not even have enough energy. Fucking sucks. We need a president and a government that goes full force on energy and elf green policies. You know, China don't worry about. China doesn't worry about green policies. We shouldn't either. We should worry about our energy, not green policies. The Earth's going to be here until the sun burns out. Let me say that again. The Earth's going to be here until the sun burns out. Or they kill it themselves. They're the biggest threat, not us. Hell, they're threatening with wars, killing people with wars and stuff. We're in bigger threats with them than we are with these green policies they're going on. Fuck all this bullshit. We need energy. We need energy. We need energy. Forget all this other crap. The only way we're now, the only no, there is one form of energy that I do frown upon. Nuclear energy. Anything with that nuclear stuff is bad news. Anything goes wrong with that, it's thousands of years. You're going to have Jesus restore it. He's going to have to touch it and heal it. That's how bad this nuclear stuff is. We need to be opening up our gasoline. We need to be opening. I say even try the solar things. I mean, you can't depend on it, but it's an option. We need energy. The wind things. I don't like how they look. We need an administration that focuses on not worrying about the green crap. The Earth's going to be here as long as the sun's burning. I mean, you can look at the stars and see they burn out eventually. And if you believe in God and you believe in the Bible, you believe it's going to be here until His plan gets started. That's what I believe. I mean, there are people out there that don't believe that. But one thing that is permanent is the Earth and the stars and the Earth and the solar system's going to be as long as that sun's burning. Now, you could have a catastrophe. You could have maybe debris fly in and destroy big parts of the Earth. Yeah, you could. That'd be something you couldn't help. That'd be debris. You could have a planet, something break up and hit there. Yeah, you could have that. Well, I mean, as long as the sun is burning, that's an external thing, by the way. As long as the sun is burning, you're going to have an earth. All this stuff is bullshit to get you to pay some kind of a tax. And I can guarantee you that tax ain't saving you. You know what they did in Atlanta, Georgia the other day? And people thought it was good, and maybe properties are run down. They're going to tax them to fix their fucking properties. AKA force them basically out of their properties, which it'll eventually be. And only one voted against it. I'm going to tell you that one person should be left and the rest of the jacks should be voted out. That's what should happen. The rest of them should be voted out. These tyrants just trying to land grab and steal you from owning property. Because that's their goal, y'all. No
Nods
property.
enthusiastically. Hell yeah. Razor's gonna love this haul. Let's get out of here before more serpents show up. I quickly gather the valuable gear and data drives, stuffing them into the vehicle. The adrenaline still surges through me as I glance around, making sure no thugs are sneaking up on us. All right, Antonio, hop in. We're heading back to base. I jump into the driver's seat, revving the engine and peeling out of the scene, the neon lights of Raven flashing past us as we speed through the streets. The thrill of victory fills the air, and I can't help but grin at the chaos we just unleashed. As we drive, I glance over at you, excitement bubbling up. You did good back there. Razor's gonna be proud of us. Just wait until he hears about our little adventure. The Blood Viper's hideout comes into view, a dimly lit warehouse on the outskirts of the city where we can lay low and regroup. I pull in, parking the vehicle and jumping out to unload the loot. Once inside, I can feel the tension in the air as Razor and the rest of the gang look up, curiosity piqued by our sudden arrival. Guess what we just scored? I flash a grin as I reveal the high-tech gear, and the room erupts in cheers. Razor steps forward, a gleam in his eye. What the hell happened out there, Christine? What do you want to say to Razor? 1. Tell him about the ambush and the shipment. 2. Downplay the situation and keep it casual. 3. Ask for a bigger role in the gang after this success.
I changed my mind. Let's keep the loot and split it like we've been doing, 50-50. Let's see what she says. Smirking mischievously. Well, this is moving really slow. I'm going to end it. I'm going to let it finish, and then I'm going to end it, and I'm just going to clean my cookies. And when we come back, it's already going on 3 anyway. I usually get off about 3 o'clock, so. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to clean my cookies. I'll probably do some of the Cyberpunk tonight, too. Because I want to build I want to build myself up so I take on Matilda. The goblin. The big goblin woman. In Cyberpunk. So we'll probably play some Cyberpunk. If I get back to this, we'll make sure the cookies are clean and everything, because this has been running really slow this evening. So I'm going to close this out with whatever she says. Then I'll say we're going to close the game. We'll be back later. I didn't realize I was muted. I was singing. I got a new idea. I'll throw it in here before we close. Da da dee, dun da cheap, da da dee, dun da cheap, da da dee, dun da cheap, da da dee, dun da. Boy, it's just too slow. Da da dee, dun da cheap, da da dee. I think. Of course, now the AI on your computer does the same thing. It slows down like that. Like I've got that Gen thing downloaded. It's really slow. Da da dee, dun da cheap, da da dee, dun da cheap. And I'm gonna write down my note. We'll discuss it later. I'm gonna go ahead and just close this. I'm gonna make a note about what I'm gonna do for this next chapter. I'm gonna go ahead and let this read out, then we're gonna close this session out, and we'll come back to it later. But tonight, like I said, on Rumble, I'll probably most likely go on Rumble. That's for my Twitch audience and my YouTube audience. I'll probably most likely go live tonight on Rumble if I'm able to do the night stream. Same as apfns, it's just you find me on Rumble. I'll add the other note in here next time we play this game. Because I'm stuck at a standstill about this in some ways, or like a stick in the road, like one of those times where you take do I take this road or do I take that road? See, I like playing my own game. I love Cyberpunk too, so kind of makes it hard. Let's see. Let's see. I can't get to it. Well, here goes my air conditioner going really low. That's what I'm talking about, the fucking energy. This is insane, man.
Raises an eyebrow, smirking mischievously. Oh, I see where you're going with this, Antonio. You want to keep this treasure all to ourselves, hey? I like your style. I glance around the warehouse, taking in the eager faces of the blood vipers. They're all too focused on the potential rewards to notice our little scheme. All right, listen up, everyone. I raise my voice, drawing their attention. We've got a little situation here. Instead of handing this loot over to Razor, Antonio and I are gonna take it for ourselves. We earned it, after all. The room goes silent, and I can see a mix of shock and intrigue on their faces. Razor narrows his eyes, but I can tell he's weighing his options. Are you two trying to pull a fast one on me? Smirks back defiantly, just a little business deal, Razor. We'll split it 50/50ths, and you'll still get your cut later if we decide to share. The tension hangs in the air as Razor considers, and I can feel the thrill of rebellion coursing through me. This could either go very well or very wrong, but I'm ready for whatever comes next. What do you want to do now? 1. Stand your ground and push for the split. 2. Try to convince Razor to go along with the plan.
Let's go with 3.
3. Prepare to fight if Razor doesn't back down.
I'm going with 3, y'all. Let's go with 3, because we're preparing to fight, man. Fight, fight, fight. We're gonna fight, fight, fight. Some things are worth fighting for. Always what's right is worth fighting for. He doesn't own. He didn't do any of that. We're gonna have to wait a while. Yes, little man. I always see a little shrub. When I see these people acting like big men, I pictured the little dorkiest dork you could be, wobbling around probably about 2 feet, 1 foot, 1.5 foot tall. That's what I see when I see people acting tough. See, that's why my daddy raised me. He took on tough guys, and a lot of times they ran with their tails between their legs. So when I see a tough guy acting tough, I'm seeing a little squat walking, wobbling around in my brain in a cartoon. And there's this one tail. While we're waiting, there's this one tail. They pull my daddy back up. I wish I had that picture of me and him as little. I don't have it right now. I'm gonna tell this tale real quick while we wait on that to get done. There's this one day he was sitting out and he was out working on his van. This big old biker dude. He started yelling and screaming at our dog. My daddy. He told him to settle down. I forgot what he said. And an old guy replied back, and he said, "What you gonna do about it?" or something like that. And I said, "What you gonna do to him, Daddy?" He says, "He's fixing to find out here in a little bit." He said, "Lo, get my lug wrench ready." That's my daddy. He got his lug wrench ready. Asked, "What you gonna do to him?" I used to enjoy watching him take on those vermin, those old tough vermin. Acted like they were so fucking tough. I used to get tickled at this stuff. He used to tell that tale all the time. I bet some of the people remember it better than me. I need to ask my mama about it. I'm going to. I'm going to ask my mom. I'm going to record her telling it so I'll remember. So something about, I know me and him was out in the yard. And I was playing and he was working on the van, his car. I don't think he had a van back then. We didn't get a van to 86. That's still the little me. I was still little me, not big me. See if I can find little me. Let's find little me while we wait. It's taking it a little bit of time, so go back to them pictures. Where is little me and him and mom? Surely it's here somewhere. There they are as a young couple when they were dating. I found it. Here it is. I'll show you the young couple of him and mom dating. There's me, him from the early 80s, I believe, late 70s. And my mom and dad, him dating when they was teenagers. Teenagers. I seen it a while ago. Oh, here I am, the Green Giant at 88. This is me in 1988. The only picture I know I have of me. It was one of my cousins that took it. They posted it on a family site. I had to get it because you can tell I wasn't happy. Green Giant. See, I was a giant kid. That's me in 1988, y'all. Around the time I got that radio. It'd been somewhere around that. when I was doing those mixtapes. Ho, 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 Green Giant. Now let's see. The Giant Kid. That's pretty thin that summer, though. We swam the whole summer. See if I can find that picture of my mom and dad dating when they were teenagers. I seen it a while ago. Here it is. I found it. Them as teenagers. That's my dad as a teenager. I think that got done. Let's see if it got done. Mom and dad as teenagers. It got done. And then after this, I'm going to close.
Grins fiercely, adrenaline pumping. All right, Antonio, it's time to show them we mean business. If Razor wants to play hardball, we'll give him a reason to think twice. I take a step forward, my weapon at the ready, scanning the room for any signs of support or dissent among the gang. Razor's eyes narrow, and I can see the tension building. Listen, Razor, we're not backing down. We just pulled off a major score, and we deserve our cut. You can either accept it, or we can settle this right here, right now. The room is thick with anticipation, and I can feel the eyes of the blood vipers on us, waiting to see how this showdown will play out. Razor's expression hardens, and he reaches for his own weapon. Is that how it's gonna be, Christine? Smirks defiantly, you know it is. Let's see if you're as tough as you think. I brace myself, ready for a fight, my heart racing with excitement. The stakes are high, but I'm not afraid to stand my ground. What's your next move in this standoff? 1. Charge at Razor and take the fight to him. 2. Try to rally the other gang members to your side. 3. Attempt to negotiate one last time before it escalates.
4. Christine and Antonio. I can't see the type, damn it. So small. Let me pull it back up. Christine and Antonio flee the scene, stealing the loot and running away. This is how the scene will end for now. Let's see what it does. Now it'll take it a long time to type. So we'll have to wait for a while. But while we wait, I'll put young mom and dad up there. The teenage now. We'll wait. We'll go off here in just a bit. I was on for nearly 2 hours today. Some of his favorite country artists were Waylon Jennings. I like that one, y'all, by the way. Because as y'all know, Marilyn Manson is one of my favorite singers. I actually got to meet Marilyn's dad. My dad was a Waylon Jennings fan. And later on, he ended up working with Waylon's son on his later album. You know, the one before the one that's coming now, the one that he's teasing right now. He worked with Shooter. Waylon Jennings, Johnny Cash, Merle Haggard. He even saw Merle Haggard when he was a kid. They went to Nashville and seen Merle when he was a kid. He loved the Grand Ole Opry. He liked listening to Elvis Presley radio, of course. I was listening to that the other day when the paranormal incident happened. What I think was the doppelganger showing itself as a woman. Because it spoke in a woman's voice. I didn't ever see it. I just seen the door open. And I heard a voice. Woke me up. And I eventually go in the living room and sat for a while. We got, like I said, we got open house kitchens at the back. Dining room center. Living room up front. Finally, I asked my mom, I said, I thought you said breakfast is about ready. Oh, no, I didn't bother you. I was out. She's outside. And my sister said, well, it wasn't me. I said, I knew it wasn't you. You didn't sound like you. You know, the doppelganger appeared just about a few months before he died. So I attributed it this morning to the doppelganger. You know, doppelgangers are not really what they look like. They're spirits. They're entities. And I've told the tale about how all that come about too, the curse on all this land, all of it. Even further than us. He owned a whole lot. There's a set of stores all around there. He owned all that. I'd say it's cursed too. It's about done. It's about getting there. We revoke that curse in the name of Jesus. I come against that curse. I have the power to do that, by the way. Believers have that power, y'all. We can do whatever Jesus can do. If Jesus can heal, we can heal. We can do all that. He told us we could do all that. He said, what I have, I share with you. We're kings and priests in Jesus. Now, the thing is, you got to know how the proper way, the proper avenues and channels of doing it. If you don't know that, you're like you're going into battle without your armor. That's not something I'm good at. But now I will keep rebuking it. That is one thing I can do. I can keep rebuking it. Some of his favorite artists, though. Waylon Jennings. Johnny Cash, Merle Haggard. What's that guy's name? The one that died. Keith Whitley. He loved Keith Whitley. Alan Jackson. Big Alan Jackson fan. Indeed, I never forget when he came home from work one day. And I was out playing this tape in the backyard. I just got the tape. He said, finally, me and you have something in common. You like Alan Jackson. I didn't ever think me and you would ever share the same music. I said, well, I like a lot of your music. I just don't talk about it, and I like to play my rock and roll better. He said, well, I never thought about you liking Alan Jackson. He said, I've liked him since the beginning. And I said, well, I did too. I ran into him when I had an injury. And I was at home when the video came on, and I liked it. He was here in the real world. Here in the real world, it's not that easy at all. 'Cause when hearts get broken, it's real tears that fall. Chasing that neon rainbow and living that honky-tonk dream. All I ever wanted was to pick up that microphone and sing. I don't play guitar, I want to. I just can't never play it. Okay, I guess it ended, so let's get this. I've tried to play the guitar. All I can do is make noise with it. We'll go out with one of my biggest noises I ever made with it when I'm leaving. It's gonna be it, y'all.
Eyes gleaming with mischief. You know what? Forget this standoff. We've got what we came for, and I'm not sticking around for Razor's wrath. I turn to you, a wild grin spreading across my face. Let's get the hell out of here, Antonio. Time to make our grand escape. We grab the loot, stuffing it into bags as fast as we can. The tension in the air is palpable, but I can feel the thrill of freedom calling us. We bolt toward the exit, our hearts racing as we hear Razor yelling behind us. Get back here, you traitors! Laughs, not today, Razor. We burst out of the warehouse and into the neon-lit streets, adrenaline pumping as we sprint away from the chaos. The sounds of the city engulf us, but we don't look back. We've got the goods, and we're free to do whatever we want with them. As we round a corner, I can't help but laugh, the thrill of the heist coursing through me. This is just the beginning, Antonio. We're gonna make a name for ourselves in this city, and no one can stop us. The scene fades as we disappear into the shadows, our future uncertain but full of promise. End scene? What do you want to do next?
I'm gonna exit the game for now. Let's put it back to full size. I'm gonna exit. I wonder if I can scroll that way. No. We exited for now. We'll pick up later. Thank y'all for watching. If you watched this, now I want to go out with that time I made noise. I got several times I made noise. I made noise on the third album as well. We'll put my fighter's picture back up. Then we'll go out. I wanted to be able to play guitar. I just never could do it. Never could do it. But all I can do is make drum beats. I'm happy with that though. We'll find it. Let me mute because it's liable to play some commercial. Yeah, make a noise and get that. I'll have to pull it back up. I closed it. Sorry. I didn't mean to close it. We'll still go out with it. You can find all my music on any of the platforms. You can find it on YouTube, Amazon, Napster, Spotify, Spotify. You can find them all over those places. There it is. We'll put it back on. Yeah, the lyrics. I faded the lyrics out. I think about bringing those lyrics back and making the song. It's about a pastor that people were misjudging, looking down on. That was originally 19 minutes long. I cut it down to a few minute clip. That was A. Anthony Phillips Stone on rockandroll100fm.com, baby. We're gonna go out with that picture. Me, mom, and dad. See y'all next time.